And the Dalai Lama in March of 2005 has committed to being that way, vegetarian. So this is what we're saying. So in the Christian tradition, besides the Jewish tradition that comes out of the Torah, Jesus and all the disciples, as well documented in my book, Conscious Eating, were all vegetarian. Just so we know that the foundation of Christianity, the foundation of Judaism, was that vegetarian diet. Genesis 1:29 makes it very clear. I've given you the seed of every herb-bearing seed on the planet, and the tree of a fruit-bearing tree to be yours for food. What does that mean? It's a vegan diet. It's a live food diet. And it was given to us 6,000 years ago. Or we're just a little slow on the uptake. But it's there, right in front of our face. So it is the dietary blueprint for healing the planet and healing ourselves. And we talked about diabetes. I'll just make a point that the rate of diabetes for meat eaters is 4 times higher. And at the Tree of Life, we are reversing diabetes. It's called unhealable. It is. If you keep eating meat and sugar, it certainly is. But we're reversing it on an average of 21 days, type 2 diabetes. And we got lots of documentation. We're getting more and more. So what we're saying is, change your consciousness, change your lifestyle. And so that's the question we've been dealing with all along here. And the bottom line of that, of course, is a minimum, the vegan diet. It's simply a meat-centered diet is a hoarding of resources that is not only causing economic, ecological disaster in the planet, but it literally is responsible for 40 to 60 million people dying of starvation on the diet. 15 million children a year dying. Even the World Health Organization said 29,500 children are dying each day of starvation. The deeper peace is we all have the shadow of the culture of death within us. We all have the shadow. We've got to admit that and be at peace with that. And the work is, how do we move into the culture of life consciousness? Because it's not fighting against something. We are moving into a consciousness of the culture of life, of compassion, of love, of our oneness with the planet, that now is what the media can do. And that's exactly what we've done. We've been inspired by Supreme Master TV. We hope many other media networks are. Where we have created a virtual culture of life community. And you can access it at GabrielCousins.com in a very short time, cultureoflifecommunity.com. And we are talking about alive people, alive relationships, alive parenting, alive planet, alive food, and literally alive building materials and ecology. We actually have been pioneering organic farming. Well, that means we use nothing, no blood meal, no bone meal, and we have an apprenticeship in that. And we're about ready to start a master's program in ecological and live building. The thing that we have seen that's most powerful, once people get the idea that vegan is a good idea, but I'm afraid to do it, is we do these 7-day juice fasts. And we have seen tremendous transformation. In Israel, which actually has the second amount of vegetarians in the world outside of India, we do fasts with 80 people. We know that when people get that they can live without meat, they can then more comfortably make the transition to veganism. We invite you to join the whole transition into the culture of life way of being, so that we can live with love and consciousness and compassion with all of animal life, all of plant life, and all of the living planet. And understand at the deepest level, we are not stewards. We are one with the living planet. And may everyone here be blessed that all our actions are based on that shift in consciousness. The most important thing for the media is help people create a new morphogenic field that supports the shift in consciousness to a vegan culture of life consciousness. Thank you very much.